The last MP for Rutherglen and Hamilton West was thrown out in disgrace because she took a train journey from Westminster up to Scotland, having tested herself for COVID and found that she tested positive. So it was rather like a sort of image of one of these sort of dystopian films where the zombie gets on board the train and everybody's infected. In fact, I don't think everybody was infected. I don't think there's any evidence that anybody was infected. But you do have sort of images of the zombie apocalypse, or even if you want to go back a little bit further to my childhood, old Yeller locked in the hen house, rabid with rabies and about to be shot. The problem with the lady in question, Margaret Ferrier, is not so much that she broke COVID rules, but like so many people in modern politics, she has no sense of honour. And although the writing was firmly on the wall, she didn't go. You can see the same thing with Nadine Dorries. I mean, Nadine Dorries is another by-election waiting to happen, which isn't going to happen until the lady is finally pushed out of the door. You could say, well, she's so desperate to keep her pay. Maybe she's fighting for the pay of her secretary and her office, constituency office manager, and all those individual people who, maybe you could say this is a very thoughtful reason for not resigning, because all those people will lose their jobs. But I don't think it's enough to justify clinging on. And in the past, there was a principle that if it looked that a minister had done something, or a former minister had done something wrong, then they would just go. What has Nadine Dorries done wrong? Well, she hasn't been in evidence anywhere in her constituency or in the House of Commons. And she seems to be keener on pursuing a media career. Of course, she tried that as Secretary of State for Digital Media, Culture and Sport, and look how that turned out. So I don't think she's going to go very far, but there we are. We could see Nadine Dorries, playing the part of Maria in The Sound of Music. Pigs might fly. And I'd love to see her as the abbess, maybe. The abbess, singing "Climb Every Mountain, Ford Every..." So Nadine Dorries and this person from Scotland. Well, I'm afraid the Labour Party have got their eyes set firmly on this seat, and I don't see that it's going to be possible for the SNP to retain it. Keir Starmer, Scottish leader, Anna Sarwar, they're going to work very hard. They're going to throw everything they possibly can at that seat. Because it is within their grasp. It's not going to be possibly won by the Conservative Party. They don't stand a chance. The other fellow, I can't remember the former SNP leader. He's got a party as well. They might get something there, but I cannot imagine that would require so much effort. I think the more likely scenario is that this will go to Labour. And this will be a nail in the coffin of my, I was going to say my friend, Humza. But yeah, I like Humza. I think he's a good fellow. I don't share many of his political views, but I think Humza is a good fellow and we have history. But Humza's ratings are very, very poor. And this is likely to be a catastrophic defeat. A defeat for Scottish Labour, of course, on the other hand, would be a major blow for Keir Starmer and his attempt to steer the Labour Party towards victory. So it's something. This, I think, is the by-election to watch out for.